Hi, good evening, parents of the 8th graders. My name is George Reising, and I'm a math and science teacher up here at Seward High School. I'm sorry I couldn't be here in person tonight. I've just got some family commitments that I need to take care of, but I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and to welcome your students to my class and welcome you to my virtual classroom. I'm really excited to be teaching your students this year, whether that's in algebra, geometry, or a combination of the two. And I understand that last year was really a challenge at times, and so my goal is to not only challenge your students and help them grow in their mathematical careers, but also just learn how to learn and how to get the confidence that they can learn anything they want to learn, as long as they have the right attitude and the right skills to do that. And that's really a goal in all of my classes. And it comes in with this idea of blended instruction and flipped instruction. So I meet with your students typically 3 days a week. So I'm providing that in-person time when we work on assignments together and go through concepts that aren't clear, try to resolve issues and whatnot. But really this idea of blended instruction is a combination of in-person instruction and online or at your own instruction. And what's nice about this is students who get a concept and want to move on to the next thing are able to, and students that need reinforcement, we're going at their pace. So that's generally what's happening kind of as a form for the class. And then this idea of flipped instruction is what I'm primarily asking the students to do is look at new material before they come to class. And that is so that learning is a private thing. We can only learn for ourselves. So I've made lectures of all my I've videoed all my lectures, and students have access to that before they come to class. So I'm trying to encourage note-taking and those skills before they even show up, so that when we're here, we can work and we can accomplish things and we can demonstrate that we understand a concept. They don't just have to sit in a room and listen to Mr. Reising blather away. So that is my philosophy. I think with this approach, a student can learn anything they want to learn when they're ready for it. Everything is posted through Canvas, and so whether you're familiar with Canvas or not, it's a learning management system. And so this is what the geometry page looks like. When they go to it, you can see on this side here upcoming assignments. If I have announcements in the class, they can go to various announcements. And whether they're in the algebra class or not, it looks similar. And they can look specifically at assignments for each chapter or unit. I have it broken down that way. And of course, going through the home page, each chapter, it's called a module. But basically, hey, we're in chapter 1, Foundations. So they can click on the points, lines, and planes 1, and it takes them right to everything. All the lectures, examples, their assignments. This little symbol means assignments. What they need to do for each section. So that's kind of the mechanism that allows us to do a blended class. And these codes here, if you want to write these codes down, are the Canvas code. And I've made the courses public. Please try to get into the course and see if you can see everything. I know you won't be able to see your students' work, but it'll still be there. Anyway, so those are the codes. The last thing I just want to briefly mention is Khan Academy. So for all of my math students, Khan Academy is about 20% of their grade. And the idea here is, as we progress in our knowledge, they should be demonstrating mastery of specific skills. Well, how do you put any teeth to that? As you say, well, it's part of your grade. So each quarter, they should be 20% further in their mastery of their skills. And the reason this is such a powerful thing is when they go off to college or whatnot, and they're interacting with students from New York and Texas and Pennsylvania and California, I think this will really demonstrate that our students have strong skills, because they're not just passing a test that I create, they're demonstrating through Khan Academy that they have mastered a skill. They have done something out of order. They've practiced it several times, and then they're given a question out of order. And it says, do you understand this or not? And that's why it's such a big deal. So whenever they say, I don't have any homework, I don't have anything to do, you can always say, well, how are you on Khan Academy? And I would encourage you to have them log in and look at their profile and look at their progress to see, hey, you're only 5% of the way through. How are you going to get to 20% in the next week, right? And that's going to be hard. You need to stay on it the entire time. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I'm generally here early in the morning and, depending on my schedule, here till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Here's my email address as well. I really look forward to working with you and your students, and have a great year.